They don't look at like your body fat percentage. They just go like, okay, height, weight, you're obese, and then there's no other discussion about like, do you want the drug? Like, okay, here's how to use it. You know, here's some side effects to expect. And I think they even offered to give you your first injection like right now. Yeah. But I'm not gonna do that. No, I just got it for a prop. I'm not gonna use it. It's clear Korea is facing a serious issue that can't be ignored. The relentless pressure to look a certain way, combined with the deeply ingrained culture of body shaming, is quietly taking a toll on people's lives. Over time, it doesn't just affect how you see yourself, it consumes your thoughts entirely. And eventually, you give in.
Sourdough pizza for 15 pounds. Papa Gets ingredients, gets a pizza. What would you tell a man who can scroll for
in Dai, I think his name is. And what's his name? He's a winger. He's been there for quite some time. I can't remember his name. I think it's Mick something.
Thing that actually matters. The best thing doesn't give you the chemical hit you need. You know exactly what to do. You make yourself do it. And the drill makes it. You tell yourself you're lazy, undisciplined.
Oh.
But that's not it.
No. Oh. Yeah, Sunderland have had a good season for a team that just came up, so yeah, I'm not too surprised. I'm surprised Everton drew 3-3 with City though. That was impressive. I think they deserve to win that because Bernardo Silva definitely gave away a foul in the box, and that should have been a pen. Oh. Why didn't he shoot? Yeah, Dewsbury Hall's good. He's like a midfielder, like a CM, right? I feel like he plays wide sometimes, yeah. But he's good. He's like a box-to-box type of player, I think. I'm not sure who that is. Let me check who that is. Is that the keeper? Let me see. Everton. Okay, he's a midfielder. No idea who that is. I'm an Arsenal fan. Why didn't he run? So we appreciate Everton beating City. It's giving us a spare chance to win the title. We need to beat Burnley tomorrow, though. What?
It's not common, I think, really kind of nails this in a way. I've had friends run interference before without being suspicious. But if I was ever interested in someone, they never did this. Sarah obviously never corrected her friend. Yes, she wasn't interested. Most of us don't like men who refer to women as bitches or as sis.
Ah. What is Ojuku doing? Oh! What are you doing? Ah! Why would you play that far? What did he just do? What was that?
I carry pumpkin seeds in my pocket and plant them everywhere I go. I've been doing this for over 20 years. There is no reason that I do this other than I find it funny. I hear whispers. I don't know how a pumpkin grew. Oh well, I never run out of seeds. I got pumpkin patches across the country. Till next time, lend a hand, leave a smile.
Not there.
We should all plant pumpkins around us.
Could we just grab a minute of your time for a few questions?
Wait, that means he's gonna show up. I don't think there's any. I would have a hard time believing that pumpkins grow in LA. We have days that reach like 105. Wouldn't that kill it? This is really creepy to me. My door knowledge is not good, so I don't know about. What? My door? It's not good. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not good. It's not good.
Anyways, it's not very good. Comment, someone said Johnny Pumpkin Seed. Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, we already said that.
That'll be all, thank you.
Way ahead of we replied.
Yeah.
Someone said, I have a buddy who does this in downtown Detroit with sunflower seeds. He plants them in sad-looking places and goes back and takes photos once they grow.
Okay,
I've heard of people doing this. Flowers. Yeah.
Sunflower guys,
Flowers. I've seen people do it with wildflowers. Yes. That's sweet. As long as they're local. If you do it with local wildflowers, I approve. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone said, so it was you. A random pumpkin grew at my apartment complex. Learned the hard way the stems are spiky. Oh, so he is sinister.
We knew it. He's trying to take over the U.S. of A.
He's a Batman thing. Yeah, definitely.
What does he wear? Overalls?
Yeah.
Probably. I like
The
overalls.
farmer.
But not
With
on
a
this
straw
guy.
hat. I finally found you, pumpkin man.
Brought up Batman again, you guys.
Yeah,
What?
everything's Batman.
Yeah.
Last week someone said, oh, where have you done your distribution? As a newlywed, put in a flower garden out front, but somehow ended up with a very enthusiastic cherry tomato bush and a forking pumpkin. Neighbors... Forking? Neighbors literally would stop to see if it was real. Pumpkin 25 to 30 pounds, and we made masses of pumpkin puree from it. Hey, you keep doing this, you may have just inspired me too. Hope you responded. Only in the USA so far, but I fear I've said only in the USA so far, but I fear I've said too much. The villain side of me wishes to reveal everything, while the magician side wishes to reveal nothing. I feel torn. Till next time, lend a hand, leave a smile. Sincerely, Carl. Carl. Why did he keep signing off with this?
He's saying that, and I feel something happening. It's like if you watch this for 7 days, you're gonna get. Don't say that phrase again.
What did he say? Help a hand, leave a smile? All of a sudden, I'm talking, all of a sudden I go, oh,
And I go,
no,
horse here.
that's a horse. That's a horse, a huge vine coming out
And
of
the vine
you.
goes through me, and it goes
Oh, no.
through me in.
Oh, no.
Oh no! And then pumpkins grow here, and then Ian just goes pepitas.
Pepitas. Now we got lots of pepitas.
Carl is way worse. Like Charles is like, okay, he's kind of fun, a little proper. Carl is like
Sinister. Carl, the pumpkin.
he wears overalls and like big boots.
Yeah.
Like big black.
Somebody needs to make fan art of Carl. Yeah.
I want to see Carl the pumpkin, Johnny Pumpkin Seed.
Oh. Despise. Someone must stop.
Don't ever say his phrase again. Don't. No! That's not in your script.
Lend a hand, leave a smile. Lend a hand, leave a smile.
Are you crazy?
Leave a smile.
You're letting the season end.
Well, we're not talking in the mirror, so Biggie Smalls. One more comment from Carl. Someone commented, LMAO, I just came from a dark and sad thread outlining the dark future of America, and your post completely changed my perspective. Thanks so much. And Carl responded.
No.
This is becoming a creepy call. Yeah. He's reruined. Even in the apocalyptic type world, there will always be dark and always be light. Everyone is responsible for their own happiness. I find it where I can. I find peace in little moments. I hope you find peace too, fellow traveler. Lend a hand, leave a smile. No! Sincerely, Carl. He spoke.
Oh, he's gone.
He spoke. There's comments being like, yeah, I'm really nervous about the future of America. And he wrote like a dark times. He's like a prophet of the future.
Dark times are important, my
Dark
little
times
one.
are coming.
My little seed. Dark times
so good. We must plan.
Must be the positivity for the future.
I hate this.
Carl will kill Paul.
What if Carl saves us from the apocalypse?
No,
Like,
he won't.
When everything like collapses, the pumpkins are the only things that sustain us.
Yeah, what if one day we wake up and on the news it's like, oh my God, Trump, Putin, and Netanyahu all found with pumpkins growing out of their faces. It's like, oh, what happened?
It's so hard right now.
The Last of Us, but pumpkin.
But pumpkins.
I will say, we kind of called it. Your first, intro to this, we were like, oh, he's a villain. And he said the words himself.
He said he's a villain, but also a
A
magician.
magician.
Which is worse.
Oh, what is he
Yeah.
making disappear? Children?
Hey,
I'm spooked.
I'm scared.
I'm Horkins.
I'm Orkin scared.
And here's the hell, I'm a newlywed.
We have one final quick story here.
We were gonna cut and end the show, but we just got to go ahead. We could do this
Yeah.
last story, so
Yeah, here
this
we
is a
go.
bonus.
All right. This comes from Well That Sucks. This was posted in March of this year. This was posted 2 days ago as of recording this.
Well, there's a new way to save this little plan. You can now collect points that you can turn into possibilities. Hundreds of possibilities. Some seriously juicy ones, too. So now with little plans, collect and spend points on all.
Confessions to wrong. Wrong. So they have multiple Kellys in their contact.
Ooh.
That's the wrong one. They go. Way left. This is a challenge. An extra tip today because my feet were falling out of my underwear and it's shaking, crying and Kelly responds, no, I totally get that. That's so weird. And then Kelly responds, only stories when it happens at the gym, too. Crying emojis, like, oh my God. Kelly's such a good sport. Yeah. Kelly's a real one.
Which Kelly is this
I
Kelly?
don't know.
And how
It's
did
the
he
wrong.
know? How did
Maybe they just realized after a minute. Yeah. Different last name. But they were just like, yeah, I totally get it. It's the worst.
Yeah, I love that.
I mean,
And at the gym,
I don't
right?
think you said to the wrong Kelly. I think you said to the right Kelly. Yeah.
They get in at the always
You got this actually. Yeah. I've been meaning to.
Kelly on my ass. I'm a right Kelly.
Comment. Someone said, I like Kelly better than OP. OP said she's too, to be honest. Someone said, better pivot this into a stronger friendship with the wrong Kelly. Someone said, seems like it was the right Kelly. Someone said, at least she was a homegirl about it. I'd be mortified, but relieved to know someone can relate. OP said, that was basically the turn of events. Then I had to tell the internet about it.
I have to know who this Kelly is. Is she like her, teacher when she was younger?
We don't know
Is she
anything
her
about it.
baptist?
We can only assume.
Whoever it was, I mean, they were very helpful. I mean, you could almost say that she went to Canada.
That's not
And now he's
great.
gonna
And I can't believe you said it again.
Yeah, sucks. That's the new smart spot.
I never want to see a compliment in my life.
When you're shooting it, when the fans people smile
And big,
for,
yeah, big smile.
I can't wait.
Already. We'll get it set. We're going to see next Saturday. It will be right above the yeah, it's very Bobo cage. Oh, that's how it's going to yeah, we just don't Thank you both for joining me for these questions. Thank you. This is crazy.
Are we safe?
No.
Okay.
Anyways, and thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next Saturday. Goodbye.
Chud's been arrested for attempted murder. Nobody's surprised because everyone thought he was on a crash course. Even Chud himself, he said he was going to kill a chimp or something like that. He's going where he runs up to people, they says the N-word a bunch of times, and he holds his weapon and then uses self-defense. Shooting him, that's what snap will attack. And so he's been accused of being first. Free speech advocacy, the fact that he should have the right to be able to use property in the past. And then brings up the laws that we need to do.
He's trying to treat black people as subhuman by how he's speaking to them. Is he like, oh, what up, my nigga? Is that what he's saying, or is he saying that, oh, you're a lesser human being, and I'm using your words to help you? We should only allow the respect that power if you agree to that brand. We should repurpose this word so that we can't be controlled by them anymore. To build a career based off of antagonized people. I think you should go antagonize Muslims. Word up. That. These black people know. Go fuck with the Muslims if you want peace or not. No, I want to see what the Muslims go do. Because I think what Muslims get antagonized, would that be amusing to you? No, would it be amusing? Because you said it was amusing when he was talking about it.
I said he shouldn't antagonize people that are.
I know, you said that, but you said it was amusing. You said it was funny. Would that be funny? Okay, so if he goes to the place where people are praying and they're bowing down on the mat, and he says, what are those? They're tipping out. That's funny? That would be pretty funny, right?
Because it never seems like worship and then being in public.
Whoa, not an offense of things that they feel is offensive. So why does that stop being offended by the word? However, if I then show those situations where not good people, where someone tries to disrespect them, you can't repurpose the disrespect. You want black people to repurpose the disrespect.
Great. That's the great idea. You see how you're quoting this individual word that doesn't have real meaning unless you see the whole.
Every word has meaning, brother. If you say word has no meaning, oh, tell me that? No, I'm not you. I'm not you. It should have no meaning. Right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right? Clear. Like you would say that, right? Because there's an intended meaning in your saying.
How are you avoiding words? How are you creating God? Disrespecting God, the Almighty.
That's a God's too.
Your God. It's not everybody.
It doesn't matter because he's not talking about the fact that, it's not comparing God to order. What he's saying is that this word has meaning. If the word has no meaning unless you attribute it to meaning to it, then it shouldn't matter if you say it to God because it has no meaning. Meaning has meaning.
It's something that only has meaning to be meaning to it. So, you can't disrespect God when you disrespect the only thing.
Okay, good, and I agree. But you can expect an entire group of people, and their solution to that entire group of people is not your fault.
This is the creator of the universe.
Yeah, you know what? That's the moment where you start speaking to someone not to argue with the art. Everyone's seen a lot of the clips from academics and the debate. First off, there's been a lot of feedback, a lot of people reacted to it, a lot of people basically proclaiming act as having a really good moment. What do you think that people miss when it comes to that debate? I mean, I'm getting to this now.
It was just that I don't say words are not meaning. I said word change, and that word changes meaning. And so it only has the most power. Words like that only have the power that's given. And so we shouldn't give energy to race baiters. The same way Muslims, we shouldn't give energy to people like Jake Lang. If you're a gay agitator, don't give them what they want. Race baiters are only race baiters if you get them raised. So it's better to ignore them.
Yeah. So just a couple of things, right? You gave the example. I think you're touching some of that word very real because think about the fact that you thought it was easy at some point. What's pretty good about such words you do, but kind of said you don't. Anything like the some of these things that making a mockery of God in some context or going to a mosque, talking about people there. Maybe it says you didn't feel like it was fun. I mean, nothing is just like a comparing God to a person that doesn't know. But I think it's true to me that
Funny, like I've been well friends. I've been here in Times Square during the Ramadan fair. People came up and were yelling, Christ is king. And when people come up and put bacon on themselves and try to antagonize Muslims, I think that's funny. It's supposed to be provocative and it's rage based. When guys like that come outside of Mamdani's office here in New York, trying to sacrifice the pig, I think that's funny. I just was watching Tommy Robinson's protest and some guy came on stage playing a violin and he put 2 strips of bacon on it specifically to disrespect Muslims. I think that's funny. It's stupid, but it's funny because it's dumb.
find things funny or amusing doesn't mean that you're condoning it.
Sure. Taking yourself out of it, do you feel like most of the women would find that very insulting? Because, like, I remember you at the time when he gave the mosque example, you didn't find it funny, right? So, and my experience is most listeners would not find that funny or amusing and find it incredibly disrespectful. And I know you brought up the whole Jake Lang thing, but like I told you, I'm pretty confident he has been attacked a few times already. He's had his Quran snatched when he tried to bring it before. So people have definitely gone after him to his face. Clearly, they just say just words or just symbols. They took it to heart and they felt disrespected by his actions.
But we should ignore these people. We shouldn't give them what they want. Because what they have to do is say, look, I don't have two feet in America. I'm a white person, even though he's a Jewish Zionist and he's browsing as a white supremacist. If he's looking for a reaction to then go blame Muslims and say that there's no free speech, you can't give him what he wants. So it can be offensive, but the best course of action is to ignore these people.
I don't disagree that ideally if somebody's doing something nonviolent, that you respond with violence. But I also think there's not a place on this planet where that is a universal standard.
You shouldn't give power away to other people, especially if those people are against us. You can't
You
have
shouldn't
people
give power.
with emotional. You shouldn't let people have emotional control of you that way.
Sure.
Taking away your
But even now, okay, let me ask you, if you're traveling with your mom or your kid and someone goes up to them and starts calling them all kinds of crazy names, are you not going to get emotional? Yes, you will. Everyone would.
right. But the point, you try to confuse the situation and not drag your family into something that should be dragged into. Sure. You try to confuse the situation, but my point is you have emotion. The one thing you have ultimate control over is your emotion and how you feel. Is that disrespectful? Am I going to get upset? It's your responsibility to not allow somebody to try to win business. Am I going to try to confuse it? Yes. Am I going to go out and encourage violence and put money on his head? I think that's a waste of energy.
I think I agree with the point that you shouldn't try to give, but the reality is that you do. The reality is you do. And because that's a reality, you can't say these words don't have meaning. There's nobody on this planet who can sit there while their child or their mom is related right in front of you. You're going to get emotional. You're going to have some urge to protect. Why? Because even though you can say to them, guys, words don't have meaning. You look at your kids. Go look at your mom or whatever. Like, words don't let it destroy you. They're going to get upset. Or you're going to get defensive. You can't just do this whole stolen thing where we pretend like this is going to be the thing for everyone. Not recognizing that words are going to impact.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be delusional. So you're giving yourself that you shouldn't let this control it. So that's the point. That's what I wanted to talking heads talk about. Why would you rather talk about this rather than encouraging violence and say, hey, ignore this person. Don't let them control you. Don't let them win. So although we get emotional over these things, we need to advocate for a society that's not violent. Because we live in a violent society. I don't know if that's completely true, but why play into that? Why not try to fight for something better?
Also, let's be clear. People need to a lot of people have their life as amazing. Which is the perfect spot, sure. But you also have to understand, she is pushing them to that point by going and looking for everybody. And if you do that enough, you're going to land on the wrong one. Most black people have stayed away from him and been nonviolent. That's the reality. Somebody who is instigating a violent interaction, who's hoping for it, and hoping to kill somebody, and he fucked around and he definitely get found out. And I'm glad that somebody like that is in jail. I want those people off the streets. Because if you're in jail, the world is not just safe because someone doesn't attack you. It's also safe because someone doesn't verbally go after you all the time for no reason. To walk around and they'll just be called slurs for existing. Some guy can run a kick account. Fuck that. I don't want somebody to go up to my
We've got
kid,
some questions
look at
for
them,
you.
listen, and they're wrapping bacon around their face to try to antagonize them. I don't want that to happen to my mom or nobody else. I can look at them and say, get over it. But I'd rather live in a world where we go after these people who continue to try to monetize and go after folks and harass them.
No further questions, thank you.
Focuses on whole things.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want and watch it take shape.
Okay, you build an outdoor shower. Listen to this. I'm actually going to change your whole life.
So excited. This is what podcasting's all about.
Of course. You talk about your most intimate details, and then you give advice on how to build things.
I built an outdoor shower.
Yeah. So you get wood from whoever, or
I know a guy. A driftwood.
Yes.
Because I go out snorkeling, and they used to have these watchtowers out where where Ernest Hemingway used to write his book, and you can find the driftwood
Wait a
underneath the
second.
ocean. Yeah.
Ernest Hemingway wrote his books in P-Town on the dunes.
And where?
P-Town?
Well, he also wrote some books in Key West because Old Man and the Sea is off of Key West.
I don't
Oh,
know.
well,
It's other
close to
books.
Cuba, which was 90 miles
Well.
away. Sometimes I'd swim over there. Anyways, he wrote, but he told, I know his ghost.
Okay.
Ernest Hemingway's ghost is all over Key West.
Wait a second.
You cannot avoid him. Now, I know he died in Idaho, but his ghost travels all across the
So
country, all the way back. Ernest Hemingway,
his ghost-
from Whom the Bell Tolls, Farewell to Arms, The Sun Also Rises.
I've only read a couple books.
What books?
The Bible.
Okay, good.
It's a big book. It actually
And
took
every
me.
book written by Nancy Grace.
Oh, Nancy Grace is one of my favorite. But also, you know what I love? What's wicked good is I love Patricia Cornwell. Do you know Patricia Cornwell? She writes the Scott Pettis series.
Oh, I don't think I know
It's
that.
about a coroner. It's about a coroner who's investigating bodies.
A corner?
A coroner. A coroner.
Oh,
A coroner.
like down on the corner where I get my
No,
sandwich.
no.
Like
now,
the deli.
No. Now, don't be razzing me. No, I'm talking about a coroner. They do forensics files. So there's a body, and a coroner comes in. So the coroner comes in, and they, dissect the body, and they go, okay,
And they
strangulation.
go, he's dead.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
They actually are the number one.
Oh.
Does the death part.
Oh,
So Scott Pettis, the Scott Pettis series is about a coroner who dissects the bodies. And what's crazy, Patricia Cornwell writes these books, very good. Nicole Kidman is doing a show called Scott Pettis. Scott Pettis. She's excellent.
do they ever?
Very good.
They don't ever hit the body.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Patricia Cornwell doesn't touch on it.
Okay.
But, you know what, between you and me, can we turn off the lights for one?
Wait, can we stop? Not for
Can we turn off
for a second.
between you and me? Yeah. I think that they do kiss bodies. I think that's how they determine the time of death.
Yeah.
So they put their mouth to their lips. I mean,
And they can't.
yeah, of course.
Or they suck out the last bit of oxygen that was in there.
Well, they
Make
suck
sure.
out the spirit.
Yeah, they eat the spirits.
Oh, well, that's how they keep surviving.
That's why when I die, I say, don't let anybody know. Just take me to the beach. Just drift me off.
Saying, this episode of Smosh Mouth is sponsored by Daily Look.
Amanda, how's life now that you're a mom? Are you finding the balance, feeling that groove?
Whoa, that's really kind of I'm feeling actually so great, especially since I found some ease with shopping and having my own stylist.
Hey, girl, watch out!
Daily Look is the #1 highest rated premium personal styling service. Love, can you send that to me? Get it? And you get to pick and be like, ooh, you know what? I'm actually not feeling that item. And you get, you know what I want to do? I want to be buried deep in the sand, and I want them to do a clam bake over me. I want to be buried deep. I want them to set the wood, and I want the whole family to feast on lobsters and clams and shrimp, and scallops and baked scallops, seasoning, a little potato, a little blood sausage, and I want to be on the roof. I want to be the fucking burning through the food.
Oh, that's just so
And then they eat, and they put the balls, good chocolate, a lot of mixed for very good time to food. If you're ready, and then sandwiches like the old chef.
And so have done a clam bake very often.
His body wasn't in good shape, so we didn't really
It would affect it.
Yeah, so we didn't. You have to think about the food first. Really important that they don't have the right thing. And
We don't have clips, only 2 square They need us. Oh, they absolutely. Our advice is that all they do without. No, seriously. It looks like it's a Pillsbury Doughboy type of regime. And I was like, what are you doing? I don't even know how those things fit. So, you know, I was thinking, what's wicked weird is that it's like his body are two big It's like a little old pillar. It's like, yeah, it's like a great thing. But not in the main museum, like in the back. Right. A good one. Not in the back. No, like when I went to Greece, I was like, wow, there's so many statues here, but there's a back. They stuff that Michelangelo did. Yeah, he had finished it. That's what Shane is to me. He's like a half-finished, thing. Anyway, this is... A little bit. I love that they gave him this show clearly has a bit of a deeper side. Yeah. It seems like it is. It's just a... If people drop and wanted to listen to songs, he's not. She's a songwriter, she's a dancer, she's in a rock dancer sometimes. She's not doing that, of course. For the people. There's 6-inch heels on they were also so they were basically boardwalks. A boardwalk too. Those made you look like a giant. And yeah, our whole bit was that we'd love to go up and down the stairs. Senoritas go up and down the stairs. That was our whole thing. It's like, so we're actually less dancing, more like skittering up and down stairs. So you were just going up and down the stairs. Up and down stairs. The music, or the beat of the music. We would also have trays of food that we would bring to people's tables, and so we were doing that. And yeah, and it was a lot. And people fell, people died. People died. We lost most of the senoritas. They passed during the job. Oh my God. You know what? That comes to you so fast. It really what you love to do. It really happens. That's really sad. They had no railings. Oh my God! You would just back in the 80s when we were doing this, they didn't have railings on the second floor and the stairway. So tripped and you fell. And it's free. Concrete. And if you didn't die, they'd make sure that they would let you lay there. And they would let it happen. Well, because they, that's a lot. Right. If you fall and you don't die, they can't. Because if they try to resuscitate you, then you get the money. That's on them. Do you think anyone is going to on purpose? You think it gets like good? When I was there, I tried to save some of them. How did you try to save them? Well, as I remember once, Maria, she fell off, and I tried to grab her hand. Oh, goodness. And I was holding her hand, but I remember we were only allowed to speak in Spanish. Oh, and so I couldn't say anything. And she was saying Spanish to me, and I didn't And she was saying, she was saying to save her, don't like spring forward for those things. So I just, let's get the Alex Douglas food that she was saying.
See, she only used the word por favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay. Yeah.
So is that safe?
It's please, so it was safe.
Right. She said, well, let's let me go, please.
We'll never know. Well, yeah, let me go, please. She probably wanted some independence. Probably like, if I'm going to die, I'll do it by myself. Right. I would never want someone to save me.
Let me take that.
Maybe I'm fine. Absolutely, yeah. You go on this road trip, I was like, you're not sure what people do. We're the songs to it. But we're going in with one purpose in mind. And I'm glad, because I can't see at night when I drive. These glasses are, there's nothing in here. Nothing.
Right.
So I was struggling. So I'm glad that you could drive around. But,
I knew that I trusted Queen, because I've known him my whole life.
You just don't So we sat in Indiana, and then we were going to California. And what was that? We stopped in Louisiana.
We had
That was nice.
French Quarter.
French Quarter.
We drank so many grenades.
Oh my God! And then we got, and then we got dancing, and we were in that cemetery for a long time. We slept there.
And don't forget, here's the thing that people don't know. We see ghosts. We see ghosts.
Facebook, the Facebook Marketplace. We see ghosts. So seriously,
everybody here is doubting.
You know what's crazy?
And I've heard
a couple of ghosts in here.
Oh, the ghosts in here.
You know what I see? I see them head on their shoulder, and they're whispering something in the ear, and they're telling them what to do with their lives. You know what they're not doing? They're not listening. And you know what that ghost is called? Intuition.
And that is the most important thing.
And you know what I don't see? I don't see a ghost on your shoulder.
I don't feel any ghost on my shoulder. I see ghosts on your shoulder. I see ghosts over there.
Wait, you see a ghost on my shoulder?
I see a ghost on your shoulder.
Okay, wait a second.
He's got a very thin mustache. Yeah. Goes out very, very fast.
Okay.
He's wearing big old pants.
Oh, yeah.
With little jacket.
Oh, that's very weird that you say that. Does he have a Macarena?
He's got it.
You know what I'm saying?
He's got a Macarena.
Does you
He's got a Macarena. He's got a Macarena. They're called Macarenas.
Yeah.
He's got two little
So
Macarenas.
he's got two little Macarenas?
Yeah. I think he must have been in a band of some sort.
Yeah.
An important thing with that he's not the star. He's not wanting to be the star. That's why he's here in the studio. Maybe the star you need to laugh. You need to leave.
Wait, hold on. That's wicked weird. I just felt like a voice. A little jiggling. You are so powerful. You are so powerful. I thought maybe people thought you just Coast Massachusetts was powerful. But the keys is a powerful place.
The setting point of the United States.
Really? Yeah. Well, it's on the set. That's about 7.
But what's more than
It's not 7, but it's a 10.
Is it a tip?
It is. Yes, it's a big
I think
10.
they think it was keys.
Yep.
The sandwich of the keys.
So, yeah. And what I think about the ocean is that a lot of people don't understand is the ocean is bringing in memories and they're taking out.
It's the salt
Of the sea.
It soaks up
The demons.
memories and demons.
Yeah.
And they're all
Can I ask you a couple of questions?
The currents go down there.
My favorite thing to do is to talk about death. Yeah, I like it. I love it.
We talked about death so much on our road trip.
On our road trip, I talked about all the people that have passed in my life. And, I call up Amanda and I say, sweetie, I want to talk to you about someone who's died. And she keeps going,
Thanks, that's all the questions we have for you.
She doesn't want to hear anything.
She doesn't. Why don't
ever.
these young people want to hear about all the people dying?
I don't understand
It's
it.
important to respect the dead, and it's important to talk about very sad things as often as you can.
Amanda's just she seems like she's very cold,
She
very hard.
She actually is kind of a cold woman. So she's very standoffish,
Right.
aloof.
Uh-huh.
She's not as friendly as everyone thinks she is. She's actually kind of rude. She was a rough child. Let me tell
You
you that.
FaceTimed her at one point. We were driving. When you hung up, and I said, "Are you really going to take that? Are you really going to take that?"
And
from
I'm very
her?"
grateful for you, Sandy, because normally I'd kick her in the shins, right? Like I do Ricky offside. But you know, I thought it seems like a lost cause with her.
It does seem
Like she seems like she's already too far gone.
I know.
And maybe it's Hollywood.
I think it's Hollywood's gotten to her.
I think Hollywood's gotten to her because
She's one of the elites now.
she had her hair done, and I was like, "What are you doing? Relax. It's me on the phone."
And she wears all those colors.
Oh my God, she's so bright. And this is the brightest thing that I own.
I know.
And this is the black dog.
You got to be careful because I'd say salmon's about as bright as you ever want to go.
So what's crazy is actually this is coral.
Oh, it's coral. I know that because I'm from Key West and there's lots of coral.
Yeah, so this is coral, but everyone thinks it's salmon, and I'm like, salmon? What?
That's a different
That's
place.
a farm-raised.
Farm-raised salmon.
Not good.
Have you seen wild salmon?
Swimming up the Yemen?
Yeah.
No.
What dream have you quietly kept alive? I want to travel around the world just to see what I could accomplish during that time. Like, I just make playlists for no reason. Mine's music. Like, I've got hundreds of songs, none of them seem like me. I think just remembering to do what you love.
So, I took a Greyhound from Key West.
Yeah.
All the way to Indiana. What a trip I had.
Oh, you said it was brutal.
Oh, it was so brutal. Got in so many fights.
Fist fights?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I bet you lay it down.
Oh,
You probably knocked some teeth
I
out.
laid the hammer down. They called me Thor by the time I got
Oh,
off that.
goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my
yeah.
goodness.
Several windows were broken on
Oh, my
that Greyhound.
goodness.
I had a great time.
You're Thor, and I'm Iron Man.
You are Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
have you ever done an Iron Man? Do you want to do an Iron Man?
you know what's crazy? Is I've only ever done a Tough Mudder, and I've always wanted to do an Iron Man.
You've done a Tough Mudder?
I've done a Tough... Oh, Sandy, you don't know who I was 20 years ago. I did Tough Mudders like it was Tuesday.
I didn't know they had those back then.
Well, they had stuff where you're running in mud.
Were you just running in mud, maybe? That's so great.
You know what? Yes.
That's awesome.
It was my papa's backyard, and he got it all wet with a sprinkler, and I ran
And
in
you
it.
just ran through it. Well, if that's not tough, and
It was
also
it was
then
tough.
I don't know what is.
And you know, I didn't win an award, but I felt really tough.
We used to do mud wrestling over at Margaritaville, and I was the champion over there.
In the heels?
In the heel.
My God, someone could lose it. You know,
yeah.
an arm.
Kicking was allowed.
You're a badass.
I know.
Did anyone die during that one?
Yes.
Okay. This episode of Smart Talk is sponsored by Casper. Gee, you sleep.
Well, I guess not super great lately. I've been a little uncomfortable. I haven't gotten enough sleep. How did you know that?
I could tell. You need a Casper mattress. They make reliable, high-quality mattresses designed to deliver consistent, comfortable sleep night after night. Casper's mattresses are highly rated by Consumer Reports, and out of 99 mattresses, Consumer Reports named Casper's the one mattress their top-rated all-foam mattress of 2026.
Okay, but I need it to be durable and long-lasting. I don't want to replace my mattress every few years.
Whoa, Casper checks all those boxes. They're designed to withstand the test of time, and Casper has their 100-night risk-free trial, so you can give Casper's mattress a try risk-free. Although, with 110,000 plus 5-star reviews, I'm sure you're gonna love it like I do. And you look great. Get some.
What's that? Is that in the script? Or?
I slept on my Casper mattress last night, and let me tell you, I feel amazing. Like, I feel like I came out of fog. My body feels really good. I honestly probably could have slept all day. And I can tell I look really, you seem crazy. Such a,
We met up in Indiana.
Yeah.
And we met up at a bus stop. And
oh, this bus stop reeked
you
of
were
poop. I was like, what are
I
we
know.
doing
I got
here?
off of it and I said, let's run.
God, I miss the ocean. Like, this is a
And we
nightmare.
ran down the street to an Enterprise.
Oh yeah,
And
with our bags.
because you didn't have a car, but how did you get to Indiana?
Such a long story. So my good friend, he's a lobster fisherman. He owns a motorcycle, and I said I never am gonna get on a motorcycle. Never once in my life. Never once in my life.
And I'm crazy as shit, but I would never get on a motorcycle.
You seem crazy as shit. I
I'm
like you.
I'm out of my goddamn mind, but I will not get on a motorcycle.
Well,
I'm not
you know,
that crazy.
Well, Sandy, same, ditto, because I'm out of my goddamn mind. Because you know what I said? Fine, do it. Put me in the back. Give me a helmet at least. So I rode on this motorcycle, praying to, St. Anthony, just like save me, find me, Anyways, so we take the motorcycle. After 10 minutes, I say, I'm done with this. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. The Bible says you can't get on a motorcycle.
I've read that.
There's an extra chapter.
Corinthians 13:5.
Yes, a very good chapter. It took me a month to read that one. So I get off, and this guy's just sitting there in a Ford pickup, and I say, hi, and he goes, you need a ride? And I go, yes, sir, I do. I gave him $5. We talked the whole way, all the way up to Indiana. It was 5 hours.
Sounds like an angel.
6 hours. You know what I think he was? I think he was my guardian angel.
Probably.
Because you know what? He said, is your name Chip? And I said, Teresa? And he said, I thought so. It seemed like there was a T.
Yeah.
I don't know what I think he was going to say Tina, but I took it.
I think everything happens for a reason.
So do I. And you know what I felt? The craziest thing that I felt, Sandy? I felt this overwhelming feeling of deja vu. And I was like, I've been here before. This is my life path. This is what I need to do in life.
I like to think that maybe in every life, at some point, you were on your way somewhere, and that guardian angel showed up in some sort of wagon, or horse, or boat, or maybe a camel.
Not motorcycle.
Well, no.
Oh,
not
a camel?
Your guardian angel would never show up in a motorcycle.
That's why I got off, because Sandy, I felt pain, in my left shoulder.
Perhaps that was a demon.
So when you feel pain in your shoulders, it is demon.
It's a demon.
So I was like,
that's the demons on your shoulders.
So the demon,
yeah. They got those little pitchforks
and they go
stabbing in there.
They go, Teresa.
Yeah.
So the guardian angel called me in, and his name was Floyd.
Floyd, like the barbershop.
Yeah. Oh, there's one in California, LA.
Uh-huh.
You know what I was thinking? Crazy subject change. I kind of want to do a shave cut and 2 lines right here. I got here and I went, everybody's rocking that, and I want that.
Mm-hmm. But you got to be careful.
Why?
Because, well, they're rocking that around here in California, but it's sometimes I don't know what kind of.
Oh, do you think they're part of a cult?
Like a Viking.
Well, okay. Here's the crazy part: if there's a cult that has anything to do with the Vikings, I would like to join it.
You would like to join a cult
that has anything to do with the Vikings.
We'll have to look for that.
So I bet on Facebook we can find it.
We should find cults on Facebook.
Yeah.
I bet we can find a Viking.
Because everyone says they're trying to get out, and I'm like, I'm trying to get in.
I've never been part of. I mean, my nephew and other family members have said that I've been part of cults, but I don't think I've.
You don't think the margarita place was a cult?
No, that wasn't.
That was just
cult.
a job.
That wasn't a cult. And I mean, there was one time where I was selling pans. Well, I was selling pans to. I had a bunch of pans, and I was giving my friends pans, and if they gave their friends pans. And so we would all make money, but that wasn't a cult. That was if we have so many pans, and it was the panhandle of pans, what they called it, and and so I was thinking, no, this isn't a cult. This is a great opportunity for all of us to make so much money. If I can give people pans, they can make money off it, then I'll do that.
And you know what's great is everybody needs a pan, and it's never going to go out of style. You know what's crazy is I actually. My good friend Charlotte, she started a jewelry party. So she started the party, and you go to the party, and you pick out jewelry, and you go, I want that one, and she goes, sell it to 5 of your friends, and then you'll get the money.
And that sounds amazing.
It's actually perfect. And everyone kept saying, you're in a pyramid scheme, and I said, I don't even know what that is.
A pyramid. I've never been to Egypt.
I would love to.
I would love to see that.
I would love to go to Egypt and understand what these pyramid schemes are about.
As far as I know, pyramids, they have like powers of some sort.
Well, the dead is buried there.
Yeah.
So speaking of the dead, if you do something naughty, you're buried underneath. You're in a sarcophagus
in the pyramid and you're buried deep underneath.
Mhm.
Have you seen The Mummy?
I've seen it.
It's everything that you need
It
to
is,
know. About
and that's
Egypt.
all real.
It's all, the history is right there. So there actually was that guy. He was actually buried in that place. Anaxamun was his lady. And so then, there actually was a Brendan Fraser.
It was a real man.
Oh, yeah, he played a real man, which I thought he did a very good research job on him. He's a very funny guy, Brendan Fraser.
funny.
He's a funny guy.
So funny.
He feels like, a Fred Astaire to me.
Oh, yes. I should tell Shane to watch that movie so he can learn how to be funny like that.
Yeah, so I'm glad that you brought that up because, I'm watching the podcast
Right.
through clips that I find on Facebook, and I'm like, oh, this is fun. They're talking about fun stuff, solving problems, and Amanda's making me laugh.
Yeah. And then Shane talks, and it's kind of like,
It's like a
it's like a little bit of a bummer.
No, I want to go like, in Gladiator when they go,
Right.
that's what I want to do.
I know.
I want to go. I just want him to. I want to shake him and go. Take a class.
Right.
Read about comedy.
It's clear that he's devoid of passion.
Yeah. So you can tell through his whole body.
Yeah. Oh, the way
You
he
wear a
holds
T-shirt.
himself.
I'm not inflamed with creativity.
He's like if you let a child play with Play-Doh for a little bit and they make
Too
something
long.
and they like, here's what I made, but it's kind of hard.
And they're like, look, it's a pond, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, you just flattened the Play-Doh.
Yeah, that's him.
Whereas Amanda's like, look at the frogs, and there's a tree coming out, and guess what? There's a fairy on top.
Right.
She's a bitch, but I like what she does.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
So we met up in Indiana, and
Yeah.
the car we got was so silly.
It was a Mustang.
It was a Mustang convertible.
Which, it took us 20 minutes to open the top.
Oh.
I was like,
I know.
Sandy, top, open the top.
I know. I jam back the thing.
You almost broke it. You have the strongest arm ever.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Boating.
And, not saving people.
Not saving people from dancing and then sailing around Key West. If you're opening up masts all day, if you're
of course, if you open up a mast, the wind can catch you.
From working ropes all day, my biceps, they are big.
You know what's crazy? You took off your sweatshirt and you have a little tank top on, and I was stunned.
I know, it scares people.
It
it's
was
why
frightening.
I put this on so that people aren't frightened by me, because really my demeanor is so polite.
Your demeanor's so polite, but I like the strength that you have underneath you because
absolutely.
as someone who also works, I shucks the base scallops all day long, so I'm breaking base scallops.
And your wrists are thick.
My wrists are very thick, so I can't actually wear watches.
No.
None of them
First
fit.
right off.
They unclasp in
It all starts with a spin, opening up a whole world of play. From your free daily spin on the Sky Bakers prize machine to competing for prizes with real rivals, right through to all your favourite games. Download the Sky Bakers app and see where your next spin takes you.
Their offer was 3.something billion. We went back with your offer materially undervalues HomeServe. They eventually came back with £4.1 billion.
Sir Richard Harpin is an entrepreneur, investor, and founder of...
I never know what time it is.
And that's your curse.
The only thing, I know what time it is based on the sun going down.
Right.
Because I'm out there with my dumbass son Ricky, and we're scraping the bay for scallops, and I go, what time is it, Ricky? And he goes, duh. And I go, look at the sun. And then I go, oh, it's the sunset. And I love him. He's my first and only.
But dumb as
rocks.
That's
So anyways,
really hard.
You open the Mustang.
So
We're in Indiana.
So
we're in Indiana.
Yeah. So I finally get it open. Several bats fly out.
Oh, this thing was covered in bats.
Covered in bats.
I mean, my God.
And they've been telling us to get rabies shots since that happened, but I don't think I need it.
I don't want pain in my right. Other than the
Right.
So,
but we get into this Mustang and we start driving. And we decided how we do things. We weren't going to look up